up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love the Shy, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now tonight, we're going to be talking about the Shy Season 6, Episode 15. This is my quick thoughts, early impressions. So down below, I want you guys to give me your quick thoughts, early impressions on this episode. I have also uploaded the episode 16 season finale trailer, so check it out. It's up now on the channel. That way you're more in tune on what's going to happen in the last episode of season 6. And man, y'all know it's about to turn up in that last episode. But as far as episode 15, to me, this was a build up for the season finale, and basically the calm before the storm. I don't know what's going to happen, man. Your boy Duda, he got so many enemies, and he got people that may try to look out for him as well. So it's going to make that last episode very interesting. But in episode 15, we saw Duda turn up a tad bit, and he had a confrontation with Nuck. Now, I made the, final predictions video, and I told you guys that Nuck may be in trouble. I did see some of you guys state that y'all could not see Nuck catching the beat down by Duda. Well, did you see it in this episode? Because Duda, he said, you know what? I know you're making side deals. Let's square up. And they boxed. And Duda beat him down just like that. You know what I'm saying? He beat that boy down, had him leaking out there, and told him basically he's on hold. He's on the sidelines right now because he cannot trust him. And we know who gave up that intel. Brittany. Brittany out here snitching on everybody. And I cannot wait until Bakari finally confronts her. We know he was pissed off in this episode once Lene told him the full truth that she's spying on him. But it did seem like Bakari already knew the truth, because we knew at the Halloween party the way that he was looking at Brittany. He was pissed off, you know what I'm saying? Because once he told her about that book and then Duda confronted him about that, it was only like one person that he told for real. You know what I'm saying? I know he had conversations with Lene, but Brittany, he knew something was up in my opinion early on. But Lene told him about the whole thing with Duda, and he was kind of confused, like, man, I know everybody that's on the payroll. Well, you didn't know she was on the payroll, straight up giving up intel on you, and of course gave up intel on Nuck if your buck. Boy got beat down. Now, we know at the end of the episode, the whole thing with Emmett, we finally saw the results of what really happened. I told you guys in my final predictions that I believe something was going to be going down probably with Keisha, Baby Ronnie, or maybe even Damien. And I was hoping that it had nothing to do with Bakari or even Darnell. Well, in this episode, we know Duda, he blew up the car. And we know Keisha and Baby Ronnie, they were seconds from entering that car. Had they get out there about 20 seconds before, it would have been over. You know what I'm saying? It would have been over. And Emmett, he thought it was over. And I was talking about this not that long ago about how Duda told Emmett to take out Alicia. Well, he was taking too long. Duda's like, look, time's up. Somebody got to pay. And of course, Emmett, he almost did. You know what I'm saying? He almost did. So y'all know everybody about to turn up in the next episode to try to finally get Duda up out of here. And my quick thoughts, early impressions on Nina and LaPortia's storyline. We know Nina, she's going to be leaving with LaPortia, hitting the road or whatever, and they're going to start their own, story. And I believe it's just a way for them to end her story and focus on the other characters, because there's a lot of stuff going on in the show. So we may not see Nina like that at all. And of course, we saw the return of Tracy, which she pops up every now and then, giving her advice on what her girls should be doing. We also saw Jamal and Dom. We already knew what time it was. We knew the two was going to be making out and hooking up. Well, it seems like they're going to take it a little bit farther and may have a serious relationship, man. That scene was crazy because Dom was like, look, you homeless. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to be messing around with you like that. But of course, she still invited him over to her spot. So y'all know what time it is. Your boy Jamal, he about to clap those cheeks. We gonna see how far they're gonna take this storyline. You guys let me know down below. Now, what do y'all think about your boy Zay? I talked about Zay in my final predictions video. I said Zay may catch a beatdown or he may make a deal with Duda. Well, I guess Duda didn't really give a damn about Zay having conversations with Alicia. We know that Zay, he took out Alonzo, and in this episode, he got promoted. So Duda, he wants to make sure that Zay is on his side no matter what. And it, kind of goes back to part 1 where Bianca had that conversation with Duda about Zay being hungry and basically wanting that top spot. Well, I guess Nuck is not in the picture no more and Zay has taken that spot. We're going to see in the final episode whose side is Zay really on. Is it really Duda's or is it really Alicia's? The crazy part is in this episode, we know Zay, he was kicking it with Kenya, and Kenya talking about, do you think you can be a good role model for my son? And I'm thinking in my head, like, really? Did you just ask him that question? He works for Duda. You know he works for Duda, and you think this guy could be a good role model for your son. Come on, that's a stupid question. I don't know what the hell Kenya is doing, y'all. I just don't know. She's all over the place in my opinion. You guys can let me know what y'all thought about that. Now, quick thoughts, early impressions on Serena, the whole thing with Roslyn. She did, pull out the strap and she shot at somebody. She said they've been following them or whatever. I thought was going to be more to that, but that was it. I mean, Serena is definitely trigger happy and that could be a bad thing. Now, my quick thoughts, early impressions on Pastor Zeke and of course the First Lady, Tatiana. She trying to invite Jake over to Thanksgiving. And y'all know the pastor, he ain't feeling it. We also know that the pastor, he got a thing going on with Sarah. Apparently, it's like another pastor that's higher up that Pastor Zeke is trying to impress. He's not trying to mess this up for business purposes. And we know that Tatiana is not liking that. Well, Pastor Zeke, he ain't did nothing with Sarah, but we know Tatiana, she been hooking up with Jake. So this whole thing is going to blow up. Thanksgiving, it's going to be crazy, man. I can't wait to see that scene where, Sarah and her pop shows up and the look on Tatiana's face, especially if Jake is going to be there. It's going to be crazy. Now, my thoughts on Victor. He, of course, misses Fatima. He's struggling mentally, trying to get himself together. We know he's taking time off of work. I'm thinking like, okay, so Fatima is about to come back, but Victor still has Duda problems. At least handle the Duda problems before you go back trying to get her to stay with you again. Like, come on. It's going to continue to be issues. And even after Duda is taken care of, you still going to have Alicia issues. So I don't know how that's all going to play out. But basically, this episode to me was more of a build-up episode for the season finale. We continue to see issues with Keisha and, of course, Emmett about Nuck. She's inviting him over to the Thanksgiving gathering. And I'm thinking like, man, at least have that conversation with Emmett first. Y'all need to be talking about things first before Nuck is invited to anything. I mean, this dude catching bodies and all that stuff, it makes sense on why Emmett is concerned. You know what I'm saying? I know Emmett has a past, but man, this dude Nuck, he's really out there doing all types of illegal activity and it's going to create issues. We also saw Damien once again have issues with Keith. That's going to blow over. Keith, he may not last, y'all. I got a feeling something bad going to happen to him maybe in the next episode. We shall see. But we already know what time it is. We're going to see if Duda will be able to make it in the, the season finale, or will Alicia end up taking him out? Who will end up being the person that takes the shot? Will your boy Duda get locked up? Something major is going to happen in the season finale, and I cannot wait to see it. Now, we'll be dropping that full recap for you guys later on in the day, so I want y'all to stay tuned. Now, I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.